Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 7. So, it's the third section of learning Korean words made by basic consonants and the vowel O. These words are made in the same way that we've learned since lesson 5. So, today we're gonna learn about 4 syllables made by 4 consonants: 기역, 니은, 디귿, 리을, and a vowel O, and 12 words related to those 4 syllables. When you hear some letters in this lesson, they might sound similar to you. So, let's get started. 그, 오, 고, 고기, 고, 고기, meat. So, do you like to eat meat? I love eating meat so much. I like to eat beef and pork. These are many reasons why I love these meats. First, I love the taste of them. Koreans often enjoy grilled beef or pork and then eating it with cabbage and soy sauce. Also, Koreans love to eat grilled meat with different kinds of alcohol, such as beer and soju. Second, I've been on physical training for a long time, so I like to eat meat to take in the protein and energy. Often when I go out, I can eat more than 20 servings and 5 bottles of beer with my friends. Finally, I think meat is must in our daily lives, and many Koreans are raised to believe this way. I enjoy watching cooking shows and especially recipes involving meat. What kinds of cuisine made by meat do you love? Oh, I forgot one tip for you. When you eat pork, you should grill it with mozzarella cheese. It's like a heaven-sent combination. 그, 오, 고, 고래, 고, 고래, whale. Have you ever seen a whale in person? I think most of us have only seen whales at the aquarium. Me too. I've seen them at the aquarium when I was a kid. I've also seen a beluga whale at the 2012 Yosu Expo. People love to watch whales, but they are in danger of extinction. Because of greed, whales were killed by people for a long time. Volunteers all over the world are trying to save whales from poachers, but there is still much work to do. 그, 오, 고, 고추, 고, 고추, pepper. So, Koreans love spice food. We use peppers and pepper powder to make our food spicier. So, the spicier, the better. So, some people aren't a fan of spicy foods, but I really enjoy it because it's the type of the stress relief and helps me lose weight. So, like Koreans, Mexican, and Chinese culture includes eating spicy food. It's popular to put spiced peppers into a hot pot meal, like jalapenos. It's also good to pickle peppers. Italian food includes the pepperoncini peppers on pizza and in pasta. I have one more interesting fact about the Koreans' love of peppers. Here we do a pepper eating challenge, eating as much as we can in friendly competition. So be careful, you can get a fire in your stomach. 네, 오, 노, 노래, 노래, song. So, what is your favorite song? Some of my favorite music is from Blackpink. Blackpink have released many famous songs and received awards for their music. Besides them, I love to listen to BTS music. When I first heard BTS song Dynamite, I felt an inexplicable thrill and listened to it again and again. I also watched the music video of it. I was so amazed by it. Clearly others enjoy it too, as the views keep increasing in number. I saw on the news that this song also reached the top spot in the Billboard ranking. I'm not a huge fan of BTS, but it did make me proud that they received such as honor on the American chart. I know it'd be great for BTS fans to get an opportunity to visit Korea and see their filming location, maybe even a concert. So I hope for and COVID-19 to make this possible again. Fighting. 네, 오, 노, 노트, 노, 노트, note. So the word note can have several meanings. For example, as a verb, it means to write down or think about many ideas or facts. However, as a noun note also have two meanings. First, a note can be a small writing of information, as in class notes or letter written down and read later. But in Korean, note can also be the term used for a personal computer. The common Western term is laptop, but that computer is often called a note or notebook computer here. As you study Korean, you use your note to take notes. And as we create content, we take note of what material will help our viewers most and write notes to ourselves on what to teach. In creating this channel, I think we take and use more notes than we ever did in high school. So be sure to use your notes diligently to improve your Korean. 뜻, 오, 도, 도토리, 도, 도토리, acorns. So, do you know which animal likes to eat acorns? Of course, it's squirrels. You can watch them in mountains with each side of their cheeks full of acorns. Squirrels need to collect many acorns to have a pile of the food for a winter, and they find these acorns while climbing trees or shifting through the ground. If you're lucky and you have quick sight, you can see squirrels gathering acorns in the fall for winter months. I've seen them before and they were so cute. It's tempting to collecting our own bag of acorns to take home, but I've heard it said that collecting acorns and carrying them home is like stealing food from squirrels. So when it comes to acorns, let's remember squirrels first, okay? 뜻, 오, 도, 기도, 도, 기도, pray. So all over the world, many people go to temples, cathedral, synagogue, mosques, and churches to pray with their hearts. I also pray when I visit temples in Korea and cathedral in Europe. I think it's really good to be able to go beyond the barriers of religion and pray desperately. I think of the prayer as a silent talk between me and God. My mother goes to the temple to pray for my health and for the success of her family. When I watch my mother pray, I truly am impressed. Let me take this opportunity to suggest that we also pray for our parents' health and family. I have no doubt that if we follow this proposal, we and all the people around us will be happy. 뜻, 오, 도, 유도, 도, 유도, judo. So, judo is a Japanese martial art that has been selected as a competitive sport in the Olympics and Asian Games. Judo is one of the hottest games for Koreans to watch. We feel proud of our team striving to place for a spot on the medal podium. When the Olympic and Asian Games season comes, I watch these matches with excitement and concentration. So I'm not only cheering for Korean team players, but I'm also impressed by foreign players' passion for the game. So guys, What's your favorite match in Olympic Games? And what do you usually do while watching them? 르, 오, 로, 도로, 로, 도로, road. So, what's the famous road in your country? I know of the famous Abbey Road in Great Britain. Abbey Road became famous for being the location of an influential music video and the namesake of the Beatles' 11th album studio. So, the cover of which famously shows the group crossing Abbey Road. Like Abbey Road, Korean singers are also trying to find a good road, a place for making their album cover art around Korea. Especially Seoul, there are many places with roads whose name is changed to the popular singers or song title, So this can help to promote the places and benefit the local economy. I do not go to these places on my own too often, but when foreign guests visit, I try to bring them to those roads to create a positive memory. So leave a comment below and tell us what things you do at famous roads in your area. 르, 오, 로, 가로수, 로, 가로수, park path. So 가로수 means park path or trees on the street. There is a famous street name in Seoul called 가로수길. The symbol of this street is ginkgo tree, planted all in a row. This street not only became famous for its park path, but also for its delicious restaurant. In autumn, you can see many couples walking under the park path. As well as this, there is a road named Doksugung Road. This place is also famous for its park path and its own special stories. One story is many Korean singers made a song about this road. The other story is that as couples are walking around this road, they would break up. It's just a story. Don't put too much trust in it. 르, 오, 로, 오로라, 로, 오로라, aurora. So people all over the world have a dream of watching the aurora in person. I also want to see it with my own eyes. I can see beautiful view of aurora borealis on TV. The moving of lights is so hypnotic that I'm addicted to them. Thus, I set the aurora photo as my PC screen. We are able to see the aurora borealis in the Arctic regions, far north, such as in Finland, Alaska, Russia, and Iceland. In order to actually see the aurora, we need to be on time, So many Korean variety programs have already watched the aurora and broadcasted it on TV, which gave a good impression to Korean. I was one of them. So now, many say they want to see the aurora in person before they die, but it may not be possible till the pandemic is over, So by then, my military service will be over, right? I think I should go on a trip with my mother to see the aurora borealis. Alright guys, so this is the end of our lesson. It's the start session of lesson 7, and your pronunciation could be easier than previous lesson. I want to remind you, it is not just about watching this video alone, but it's about the strength of watching the writing and typing video together. So don't forget, and see you next time. Hi everyone, welcome back to the second session of lesson 7. So today's lesson is about 4 syllables: 모, 보, 소, and 오. These are made with 4 consonants: 미음, 비읍, 시옷, and 이음. In this session, you have to notice one thing. O. This letter consists of the consonant ing and the vowel O. These letters, consonant is silent, so you will only pronounce the vowel O. When you learn basic letters in this lesson, do not forget this point. So let's get started. M, O, 모, 모래, 모래, sand. So where's the closest place to see sand around you? In Seoul, I can see sand near Hangang riverside, or I can see touch and walk on the sand near the West Sea. In summer, I go to the ocean with my friends by car. I always reserve a small house near the ocean and hang out with my friends whole day. After playing at the beach, my body and clothes are messed up by sand, but I'm so happy at the time. Mostly in Korea, you can only see yellow sand, but there is a special place here where you can see and touch black sands. That is at Jeju Samyang Beach. This place was made by a volcanic eruption, which changed the color of sand to a rich black. It's commonly thought that Jeju sand is good for skincare, So I've never been there, but I think it would be a great adventure for anyone to try as a relief after COVID-19. M, O, 모자, 모자, hat. So when you wear a hat, I usually wear a hat when I go outside. I'm greatly concerned about skincare, so I wear a hat to protect me from the sunlight. Another reason is that when I do not wash my hair and go outside, then I wear a hat. A hat can hide a lot of things. I'm always thinking about fashion and my skin, so I spend plenty of time shopping for hats. My mom also spends time on choosing hats for going outside. After filming this video, I think I will do some internet shopping for hats. So guys, do you have any good hat styles to suggest me? I'd feel lucky if you left one in the comments below. Perhaps I will even wear one in a coming video. M, O, 모기, mosquito. So, what's your favorite season? My favorite season is summer, because I can go to the ocean and swimming pool with my friends. But there is one disruptor who spoils the summer mood. It is mosquito. When I go to the mountain or go outside, I usually find mosquito bites all over the afterward. The head of mosquito bites are 2 each and cause me stress. We usually scratch the bites, but that makes them worse, People try to make tools for evicting the mosquito. So I installed the eucalyptus scent candle in my home to do the job. Last summer in Korea, we overcame a long rainy season. The extra rain helped keep the mosquito away. It was far less stressful. How about in your country? Does your country have lots of mosquitoes? What's a good tip for evicting them? B, O, boat, boat. So, what is your favorite summer leisure sport? Surfing? Jet skiing? Among them, I love riding a wakeboard at the riverside. In Korea, there is a local place named Yangpyeong and Cheongpyeong. Those are both excellent places for water sports. Before I first rode a wakeboard, I had to take training and practice riding and tying the boards to the back of the boat. Once in the water, I simply guards drive the boat while I enjoy the current on my own wakeboard. because of the boat's turbulence in choppy waves. It was hard to keep my balance, so I fell into the river a few times. With more practice, I got better at it, and it turned out to be very enjoyable. So it was far different from riding a wakeboard in the snowfield. So I highly recommend you try wakeboarding if you ever visit in Korea. I promise it will be great memory for you guys. 오, 보자기, 보자기, wrapping clothes. 보자기 in English is called wrapping clothes. Wrapping clothes is an essential item for Koreans when giving special gifts. Unlike wrapping paper, this cloth is used to cover an entire gift which is already in its own wrapped box. When wrapping a present box for their parents or family, people use wrapping cloths to keep the whole package clean. When I go to a department store in Korea during an important holiday, like Thanksgiving or New Year's Day, I find many presents wrapped in beautiful clothes, often in bright and silky colors. Wrapping clothes serve an important function of beauty, like the bow on top of the box in Western culture. Once upon a time, a grandma and mother sewed pieces of fabric to make wrapped clothes, and some of them are still passed down from generation to generation. So it is now possible to search for and buy your own handmade wrapping clothes online. Won't your friends be pleased to see such a fancy wrapping clothes on their next gift? Or if you're crafty, you can try making your own with a personal design. A new tradition can start in your own home. 보리, barley. So, barley is an important grain for nutrients. Koreans love eating barley food for several reasons. First, historically, the Koreans ate barley to overcome starvation in times of limited resources. Secondly, we know that barley is full of fiber, which is good for stomach health. Here we still eat rice mixed with barley to help maintain weight. It can also be used as making healthy noodles and juice. I enjoy eating these foods, such as barley rice with kimchi, so much because it does not make me feel too full, and tastes wholesome and smells aromatic. I'm able to eat more than 2 bowls of rice at once. Barley tea is also very popular in Korea. I've been drinking it since when I was very, very young, and I've found the memories of it. I'm only aware of Korea recipe with barley, but how about in your home country? What are some ways barley is used where you live? Leave us a comment and let us know. 소나무, pine tree. The pine tree is one of the most popular resources used for construction materials and landscaping. Pine trees are very popular in Korea culture. Do you know about hanok? Hanok is a traditional Korean house which is built with pine trees. Our ancestors made many pine buildings around the Korean peninsula which are still standing and being well kept today. You can visit Hanok village all around, even in Seoul. When the ancestors made houses, they did not use nails and special methods for long-lasting construction. In fact, pine tree houses have one big weakness, that it is easily rotted. People frequently use olive oil and sesame oil for preventing such houses from getting wood rot and bugs that love to eat dry wood. As well, the pine tree is a symbol of integrity that inspires many artists and poets. It's so interesting, right? 스, 오, 소, 소리, 소, 소리, sound. What kind of music do you listen to when you are stressed? I usually listen to white noise for relieving my stress. There are various kinds of white noise sounds, like birds singing, rivers running, and waves crashing. All of these sounds feel like healing noise to me. So aside from these sounds, I love to hear music from my favorite band, Blackpink. It's also a kind of healing sound for me. I found another meaning of sound. Sound can also be used an adjective, like in the press, the sound mind, sound body. I think to make a sound mind and sound body, we have to hear good sounds. By the way, viewers, our script editors likes to listen to American hip hop while checking our content. How about you guys? What sounds help you sleep, or study, or just relax? Leave us a comment. 스, 오, 소, 소나기, 소, 소나기, shower. What are the most annoying moments of the summer season? I've mentioned that I don't like mosquito bites, but I also don't like sudden rain showers. 소나기 is a rain shower. I'm annoyed by sudden rain showers that happen unexpectedly when I have just gone outside to exercise or go somewhere. When the showers comes suddenly, my clothes and shoes get soaked. I don't like that moment. It's annoying and I don't like the smell after I have dried. As some people say a shower can cool down the hot weather. The irritation that comes from the shower is incredibly extreme in that increases the humidity even more after the shower. Also, some people say that it feels romantic to get caught in a sudden shower, but I cannot agree with that, because of global warming. I predict that the showers will spring up often in future summer. So I think I have to carry an umbrella in my bag and buy a lot of sportswear that dries fast. 으, 오, 오, 오징어, 오, 오징어, squid. I wonder if most people around the world enjoy squid dishes. I've eaten many foods with squid like the pila, the calamari salad, fried squid and tteokbokki, and other kinds around the world. In Korea, we prepare squid recipe by boiling and frying it among other ways. A fried squid is my favorite style because I love the oily taste of fried food and it has a good harmony with beer. When I drink beer with fried squid, I can drink more than like 3 bottles. Also, my mother makes excellent spiced squid cuisine. It's addictive. I love many types of seafood, but squid is definitely my favorite. 으, 오, 오, 오리, 오, 오리, dog. When you're young, many of you watch the good cartoons with dog characters. Who's your favorite character among them? My favorite character is Disney's Donald Duck. I saw Donald Duck film when I was so young that I can't remember the details now. I've been aware of the characters for so long. 2 years ago, I had a chance to relive my childhood wonder when I visited Disney World in Tokyo. I was able to see the Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Toy Story characters, and Donald Duck too. I felt Donald Duck was so cute that I bought a doll at the souvenir shop. When I go outside and watch dogs, I think the real dogs are not as cute as Donald Duck, but they make me recall the memory when I went to Disneyland and saw Donald Duck. 으, 오, 오, 오이, 오, 오이, cucumber. So, in Korea, there are some foods that are divided between likes and dislikes, such as cucumbers and mint chocolate ice cream. Cucumber is one of the most divided food in Korea. I love eating cucumber because of cool and sweet taste. However, most of my friends don't like cucumbers and they say it has no taste. I can't understand why they don't like cucumber, but it helps me to think about what kind of pranks I should play with my friends. Once, I thought about giving cucumber jelly and a cucumber cake to my friends. I heard that Americans are fond of pranks like this, but I worry a bit that it could upset my friends too much. Don't prank your friends too much, but rather try to find sincere gift they will truly like. This is the end of our lesson. So how was today's content? Can you understand the 4 syllables and 12 words easily? After watching this video, please watch the writing and typing practice video to boost your skills. So next time, we're gonna learn about 4 syllables: 초, 초, 코, and 토, and 12 words related to each. So I cross my fingers and keep cheering you on in Korean learning. Bye bye. Hello everyone, welcome to the third session of lesson 7. So, as promised, today's content looks at the syllables 초, 초, 코, and 토. So, which consists of basic consonant and the vowel O. These syllables are made by 4 consonants: 지읒, 치읒, 키역, 티귿, and the vowel O. So, let's concentrate on the pronunciation as we discover 12 new words in today's lesson. So, here we go. 즈, 오, 조, 조개, 조, 조개, come. So, how do you like to cook and eat comes? I like to grill them, steam them, and boil them with pepper. There are many ways of cooking them, but the grilled and boiled with pepper method are definitely my favorites for a couple of reasons. So first, as I grill the clams, I can add mozzarella cheese and ketchup to them. When the clams are done, their meaty taste combined with the cheese and ketchup is so addictive and pairs well with the soju. So when I eat grilled clams, I can drink more than 10 bottles of soju at a dinner with my friends. So the other way is to boil clams with pepper. When you're full and well drunk from so many the clams and soju, we always make soup with the more clams, peppers, and noodles. If you finish such a meal with this the clam soup, it will have your hangover the next day, So, but the grilled clams are saved for only special days because they are so expensive. So I sometimes eat clam chowder soup instead. If anybody wants to know the taste of soju and grilled clam, I hope you have a chance to visit Korea soon. look me up. I will buy for you. 즉, 오, 조미료, 조미료, condiments. So, do you love cooking at home? Actually, I do love cooking at home, but I'm most confident at the making ramen, So I love watching reality TV cooking shows where chefs make delicious cuisine with the fresh ingredients. Here, you can see chefs put some condiments on their food. In Korea, we like to add seasonings and the condiments to our food. Some of these added flavors have not been so healthy in the past, relying on the chemical compounds or the heavy sodium. But these days, the Koreans have a greater interest in the healthier foods, and that means the healthier condiments too. There are a lot of the handmade natural flavor add-ins made by fish and vegetable ingredients. My mother cooks this way and it has improved my health. I heard that in Korea, the people make their own condiments, and in other countries, they use the spices instead of the condiments. So I wonder which the spices help you taste your favorite food better. So leave us a comment. 즉, 오, 조끼, 조끼, vest. So, do you know where you can many vests in Korea? At the water theme parks. So, in Korea, we have two major water theme parks called Caribbean Bay and the Ocean World. I have been to these two places before, and of course, I saw many safety vests there. In my opinion, I thought the design of Ocean World's safety vest was best because the Ocean World has a theme of the Egyptian that expressed very well in its design, So other than the official park vest, I also noticed visitors that brought their own safety vests. There were so many, it seemed like a safety vest fashion show, It may be important to wear the safety vest for fashion, but I hope you never forget that it is for safety, So during this summer, I have not been able to visit the water theme parks, but I hope we return to normal soon and I can visit next summer. 7, 5, 양초, 양초, candle. So when you use candles in your home, I sometimes use candles for lighting my home when a power outage occurs. Maybe our viewers use candles for the same reason, right? But the most common reason we use candles is for decoration and to make a pleasant atmosphere. These days, I hear there are many stores that sell the scented candles for the home interior. My mother sometimes buys them. There are 4 kinds of the scented candles in my home that feel refreshing to me. My mother uses the candle most often, especially while cooking fried foods. Some scented candles don't even need to be lit but rely on an electronic heat lamp, These candles are more for the scent than light source. They are a very popular gifted idea here, I think. So there are so many other scents to choose from. It's difficult to pick. I think the scented candles make a good present for the women in my life, but I wonder what kinds of the scented do women like? Please give me some tips. 7, 5, 초대장, 초대장, invitation. So, what ideas come to your mind when you hear the word the invitation? Do you think of an invitation to a luxury movie premiere? Or perhaps you can imagine the golden ticket invitation in the movie like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. For me, I think more of the first idea getting an invitation to an exclusive party. In reality, I have some good memories of the invitation I have received. I recall many birthday party invitations from the primary school. They were good times. Now that I'm an adult, so I rarely get the formal invitation. Mostly just message or the text with the information. I think it's just still proper to give out direct, the formal invitations to special events. Um, there's something special about the formal invitation card on the press paper with the fancy print that brings up happy nostalgia. 칩, 오, 초콜릿, 초콜릿, chocolate. So, what's your favorite snack? The candy, chocolate, or the potato chips? My most favorite snacks are chocolates, and I usually eat them when I exercise, the study, or the watch a soap opera. For these times, I always buy chocolates when I go to a market. I can see many different kinds of chocolates, so it always takes me the long time to choose just what I want. Do you want to know which chocolate brands are my favorite? My favorite chocolate brands are the Maltesers, Twix, and M&Ms. Also, I like to buy chocolates at the duty-free shops on my foreign travels. Aside from this, I love all kinds of desserts that are made with chocolate too. Viewers, what are your favorite chocolate brands and desserts? Can you tell me the which brands you like in the comment section below? 크, 오, 코, 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 nose. So I've mentioned before that I have a strong interest in skincare, and I like getting skincare products from my friends and my family. The part of my face that I care most about is nose. It has a strong potential to be oily or get breakout. It's possible to get the scars or damage the skin if you mess with these blemishes too much. That's why I take interest in different skincare products for this area. Did you know that the Korea is well known for its cosmetics industry? Um, People all over the world shop for Korean products. I enjoy brands from all over the world. One of my favorite brands is Lush. I like the products because they are made all natural from the fruits and vegetables, and it helps keep my skin clean. I usually buy their products to keep the clean pores, and my best tip to you is to use products like this, made from fruit and vegetable ingredients, and to have a healthy diet of the fruits and vegetables to keep clear the healthy skin. 크, 오, 코, 코끼리, 코끼리, elephant. So, what do you like about elephants? I find their nose and every tusk to be rather attractive. So, I saw some elephants when I was young, but these days, I only see elephants on TV. According to a documentary I saw, elephants can eat more than like 300 kilograms of food. Another surprising fact is about elephants' dung. Did you know that the paper boxes and the document folders can be made with elephant's dung? And they are actually cleaner and more environmentally friendly than the paper harvested from trees. I was surprised to learn how essential elephants are for humans. Sadly, there is still news of the poachers they're hunting elephant for their ivory toes. It's like unspeakable greed. K, O, ko, cocoa, cocoa, cocoa. So, what kinds of drinks do you like in the winter? I think most people love drink hot cocoa in the winter. In many Western countries, it is simply called like hot chocolate. But here we also say hot chocolate. So cocoa is made by melting chocolate and warm milk. And many people also add marshmallows to it, a little extra the sweetness. I always buy the powdered the cocoa at the store and I make it anytime I want. Um, I'm such a fan of the cocoa that I have tried it all over the world. Of course, my favorite place to enjoy hot cocoa is in Switzerland, a place famous for the chocolate and the chocolate the product. I especially love to drink cocoa during the Christmas season. As we drink it at the time, I feel like I'm getting drunk on the atmosphere. When do you like drink cocoa? In the winter or like another time? I wonder which makes your the cocoa taste better. T, O, to, toki, to, toki, rabbit. So one thing stands out in my mind when it comes to rabbit. That's the stories of the Peter Rabbit and Miffy. Peter Rabbit is well known fairy tale and the Miffy has become a popular animation worldwide. In Korea, we have many the stationery products with these characters, which are popular gifts on the birthdays and Children's Day. In addition, there are some toy products of them in large department stores and malls. When I traveled to Europe a year ago, I could see these products made of like Miffy and Peter Rabbit. I was so glad to see it, and they brought many like childhood memories. But these days, I see less of these toy in the store. Do people still remember these characters? If not, that means I'm getting too old. T, O, to, tomato, to, tomato, tomato. So I'm giving you a question. Are tomatoes vegetables or fruit? Um, the answer is that tomatoes are botanically a fruit because they form from a flower and contain seeds. So many people classify them as a vegetable for cooking. I believe the reason why is that we're used to the fruits being sweet or the tart and we prepare the fruits differently than the vegetables. So the exception is the tomato. It's not usually sweet as other fruits, and it can be used in the cooked dishes in ways that we would never use sweet fruit. But the debate is intense. In fact, the US Supreme Court made a law that tomatoes should be known as vegetables only. Here in Korea, although it's common to find tomatoes in a fruit salad, I think it's safe to say we cannot solve this debate, but that tomatoes serve many purposes. In fact, they are known as a superfood. Tomatoes are full of the vitamins and minerals that support heart health and what of the cancers. The tomato is most commonly used to produce ketchup, a condiment used worldwide in so many dishes. Raw tomatoes are used in Spain to make the pila delicious. and Italy is famous for its tomato-based pasta sauce and risotto. In China, a well-liked the side dish is made of the tomatoes and eggs. I have tried many of these foods and found them quite satisfying. I also like to make tomato juice and tomato salad as a healthy snack. I highly recommend tomatoes for your health. T, O, to, totori, to, totori, acorn. So, does this word seem familiar? It should, because we have studied it once before. Um, in the first part of lesson 7, we looked at the acorns in nature and how squirrels love them. But now, let's talk about how humans can enjoy yummy acorns. Um, there is a well-known dish in Korea made from acorns, totori muk, or acorn pudding. To make this food, we must first prepare the acorn by peeling it, drying it, boiling it, and then letting it cool down all by hand. It takes about a day to make. This food is expensive because it requires a lot of work, but it is well enjoyed food here. There are many ways of cooking cuisine with acorns. We eat it by dipping it in soy sauce, drying it, just mixing it with vegetables and sauce, or making it into like the pancakes. In addition, especially the Korean adults love to eat acorn pudding with rice wine when they finish the climbing up mountains. Adults say they should eat this um, at the top of mountain, but I don't strongly agree with this because I feel like it tastes the same at the top or on the ground. Doctors suggest acorn dishes to us because its nutrients are good for preventing diabetes. But I prefer to eat the locusts, the wafers in acorn taste. I love them so much. So, this is the end of our lesson. So, I thought it was such a long video for introducing letters and words. Besides, I had a lot of stories to share. I hope my stories will help you enjoy the contents today. Remember to pair this video with our typing and writing practice videos. They all go together like the grilled comes and soju. So, guys, see you next time. Right, hello everyone, welcome back. This is the fourth and final session of lesson 7. So, just as in the last session, we're gonna learn about the Korean syllables made by two basic consonants, P and here, and a vowel, O. These consonants and vowel combine to make the syllables ho and ho. And we are learning 6 words we can make with this. So, let's get started. P, O, po, podo, po, podo, grape. So, what's your favorite summer fruit? We might agree that the grapes are a perfect summer fruit. I love eating grapes in the summer. In Korea, we can buy many kinds of grapes such as the giant grapes and sweet purple grapes, the sour green grapes, and the shine muscat, the seedless grapes. We Koreans love our grapes, both in their natural form and making them into juice. It is also possible to make them into wine and sell that at local market. The larger wineries export their products to foreign markets. For me, I don't like to drink wine. I prefer soju or beer, but my mother does the partake in it. When I first drank it, I couldn't engage with the flavor, but a little by little, I adjusted to the taste of the Korean wine. I wondered what would be the best food combination with wine, and found that the grilled meat goes well. The beef pairs best with red wine, and fish or chicken goes well with white wines. The pasta is also a good table mate for red wine. I'm still looking for a wine that suits my taste. You know. So I wonder about all our viewers. What types of the wine is famous where you are? What is your favorite kind of and what food do you pair it with? Let us know in the comments. P, O, po, poke, poke, fork. What kind of tools do you use to eat? The Koreans use spoons and chopsticks when they eat food. In fact, they started learning by using a fork when they first began to feed themselves. I think the people all over the world use fork except Korea, Japan, and China. Let me share some interesting facts about the fork. In the Middle Ages, the Europeans used their hands to eat food, but when the forks came to Europe, it was thought to be strange. Over time, people's thought on the fork evolved and it became a daily use tool. People started to use forks for eating meat and noodles. Later, when Europeans came to Asia for the occupation, they brought the fork along with them, and the utensil settled in many countries. Do you use a fork or chopsticks? Or which is the easier when you eat noodles? Our script editor can eat everything with chopsticks except for noodles. So keep practicing. P, O, po, 소포, po, 소포, parcel. So how often do you go to post office? I go to post office once or twice a month as an errand for my mother. And when I order some products online, you and I know that they can buy parcel mail. When I get a package, I'm so happy that I open it very carefully. When my friends send me presents or letters by parcel, it makes me so thrilled to open it. Opening the parcel is almost as exciting as what's inside it. Like me, I think many people love to open the parcels and take a video of it when they get it. There are even many channels on YouTube devoted to unboxing parcels, opening packages slowly and with detail. So many YouTube creators are trying to get a silver or the bronze button from the YouTube headquarters. Our team is also excited to approach more than 100,000 subscribers and millions of subscribers all over the world. So please guys, send your big heart to our channel. Give a like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it. Now, back to the studying. H, O, 호, 호루라기, 호루라기, whistle. So, I have been playing baseball for about 10 years, and I'm still falling in love with sports. Besides baseball, I like watching football games, such as the World Cup and the UEFA Champions Leagues. Everybody knows that referees of each match blow a whistle at the start, and the foul time. The audience is watching with the hearts pounding because They do not know when the whistle will blow, and so am I. So, in a football game, we think at a totally unexpected moment, the referees misjudged, and each game they blow the whistle. Maybe everyone is shaking their some way. I don't really remember having attentively watched the football game, but according to legend, the moment is indescribably complicated. The baseball, unlike football, does not blow a whistle, but it is one of the sports that is as tense as football. Are there any subscribers to our channel who love to watch football? One of the most heart-pounding moments, aside from the sound of a whistle in the game, H, O, Ho, Homi, Ho, Homi, Homi. So, a Homi is an essential gardening tool. You might know it in English as a hoe, and it comes in different sizes. The Homi is a hand tool, and Korean farmers use it to plow the earth and to harvest field crops such as potatoes and sweet potatoes. A smaller Homi can be used for the planting flowers as well. In Seoul, it isn't common to see people using a Homi, but it can be easily found in the countryside. The Homi is an indispensable tool in the lives of Koreans, and I heard recently that these tools are developing into tools loved by people all over the world. Foreign tourists import Homi from Korea to use in the agriculture industry. I'm so proud that the foreigners around the world love Korean tools. H, O, Ho, Hodu, Ho, Hodu, walnut. So, the walnut is one of the most popular nuts in the world. Korean parents love to make cuisine with walnut for their kids. When I was young, my mother told me that the walnut has the same shape as people's brains, so it is full of nutrients which improve intelligence. I wasn't sure then if I believed her, but now I love to eat walnuts as a snack. I also like to eat the dessert made with walnut. My favorite dessert are the walnut pie and the Baskin Robbins walnut ice cream. I eat them at least like 3 or 5 times a month. No. So, other than this, I've heard that there are many types of dessert made with walnut, but I haven't tried them yet. If I have a favorite the walnut recipe, I share a picture of it on Instagram and tag our channel. This is the end of our lesson today. So thank you everybody for studying hard during this lesson. I'm always curious about how my subscribers feel about it. Feel free to send us direct message and don't forget to hit that like button. Next time, lesson 8. We will learn about a new vowel, U. So, see you next time guys.